everybody, and welcome back to Astroneer, where today I have loaded up the resource researcher, I guess 9000 here, to be slowly researching some stuff for us. Now, off camera I did a little bit of research, and I think our next stop is probably going to be Glacio. So let's head back to home with this, and I'm going to prep us for our launch to to Glacio. Well, actually, I'll prep for the launch because hematite and titanite are both things we're gonna need. Where's Silva? There's Silva. So let's go home because I doubt we're gonna be getting too many jumps back home. Now, where is our landing spot? There it is. Alright. So with Glacio being our next target, I checked and its best power production is wind. So, I'm actually going to pop a few of these off so we can store them here at home. Oh yeah, that's right, I still got this curved one. You know, I could just make a massive storage for extra items over there. But let's start by depositing all these. I've got a field shelter on there with me right now. We have a medium platform, an auto arm, our solid fuel thruster. I am going to take this with me. What else am I going to need? I'm going to need tethers. Usagi also should be coming along for the ride. But also I need to put down a few wind turbines, probably. How much for the small wind turbines? Small wind turbines are ceramic, actually. Huh. I thought it'd be something different. Let's check. We are out of everything for that. Okay. You know, that's right. I also need to make a trade platform. How much for that? Trade platform. Iron, tungsten, and exochip. Okay, I do have iron on whatchamacallit, on Novus. So I'm gonna put this down real quick. I'm gonna go and grab my one singular piece of iron. We've got one singular piece of tungsten. That was our last one, an exochip. We can make that. Okay, let's take a quick trip down to... Actually, let's take the buggy out for this. I think I left the buggy at the prism, huh? Okay, well. Anyways, I guess we're gonna take a nice leisurely stroll out to there. I'm gonna pop this on my side here, because this is more efficient of a generator than anything else. So, I guess let's head on out. Because I am still saving up points for... Actually, I have enough now to make a nice large battery. Ka-chunk. Alright. So now that we've got lithium on hand, we can easily go on ahead and make some batteries. So, I don't recall what all this was for. Oh, nice research sample for me. Thank you. But, I know that there's still stuff we need to find on Desalo, as well as Calidor. So I want to head to those two to try to find whatever it is we're missing. Also, I'm also realizing that if I'm going to be bringing a landing pad along, I'm going to need to drop the storage. So, that sucks a little bit, but you know what? It's fine. Also, can I charge these for no cost now? Actually, no, that's laterite, not power. I thought that was power. Alright. But, so we're going to head out to Novus, get our iron to make our trade platform. I'll probably take a pit stop by... actually, no, we've already picked up our scrap from Desalo. Yeah, here's the buggy. But getting some ceramic might be real nice. Because getting ceramic means that I can make a bunch of those wind turbines. Actually, did I even need ceramic for the big wind turbine? The big wind turbine... Well, yeah, I did. It was glass, aluminum, alloy, and ceramic. Okay. So either way, getting a trade platform would be nice. Alright. And head out to Novus is there. Alright. And I think I already brought the lithium back home with me. So we should be golden there. Also, I finally found where our home is, so I went on ahead and marked that there, so we can actually know which way is back to the base. Because, damn, that was getting frustrating. Alright. And I'm back already. Alright. So, let's head up here, pick up the iron. You're still researching stuff? Yes, you are. Alright, good. Iron was there. My one iron that I have. Hopefully I'll be able to find more once we reach... Actually, should I try to make an atmospheric condenser out of this? Because I need an atmospheric condenser for when we get to... Because I do need an atmospheric condenser for when we get there. So I can make the steel for the auto extractor. But we're already going to be getting iron there, so maybe it's not a huge deal. Because getting the trade platform would let me get a little bit more prepared. So let's head... Oh, that's where I was sitting. My brain farted there for a minute. So... let us land in here, do a nice sick kickflip, break my ankles. Oh, surprisingly no damage there. Nice. And over to here, back to the satellite. I am gonna really quickly fix that. Alright. So, on the satellite, we are heading up to... No, we already picked up everything from Desolo. So now we're heading back to Silva. I am going to prep up a little further. Because now that we can have our trade platform... Oh boy. Now that we can have our trade platform, we should be able to send off some scrap and astronium to get materials. Also, isn't there like a big node of clay around here? Yeah, there is. There's some clay right here. So, I'm just going to pick some of this up. Alright. This should be good. At least a few more so I can make sure that I have enough for the landing pad. Come on. There we go. And I'm just going to fix this up around here so I don't fall in a little later. Alright. Oh. I apparently grabbed too much. Alright, kick that over to tethers and I'll grab this. Alright. Now we're golden. So now we can make enough ceramic to hopefully start trying to work on our wind power. And that really should be our main thing there. It's getting our wind power ready. So if I can stick one of those large turbines on a platform, that could be a really good power source. Problem is bringing enough, or finding enough resin out there to do that. So I'd need compound out there, I'd need resin out there, which luckily those spawn on every planet. So having a good power source to start with just seems like a no-brainer. Alright. Let's park up and get some of this made into some ceramic. Alright. And while that's a-cooking, I'm going to dump the iron there, tungsten there, and one of my few remaining exochips there. So this will make a trade platform, of which I can go on ahead and send and request items. I will also need another large platform. Actually, I have a large platform. I just haven't unpacked it yet, I guess. So let's flatten out this zone a bit more. Don't want to harm the plants that I'm harvesting there. So let's try to get under here. Alright. Just making the area a little nicer here. I really need a place to park the cars. I mean, I do have a pathway over to the garage. Maybe that'd be a good place to put them all. But using this here might work. I think this is a good place for it. Yeah. Alright. Let's reset you onto the stuff there. Alright. So trade platform can be right here. Do you have anything else that needs a large hold? Whoa. Alright. Scrap to compound, scrap to resin, organic, clay, quartz, graphene, sapphirite, ammonium. Ooh. Okay. Laterite, macrolite, wolframite, hematite, titanite, lithium. We're back to compound. Oh, for exochips, I can get packagers. Solid fuel jump jets, dynamite, hydrazine, portable smelting furnace. 8 astroneum for that. That doesn't sound bad. How much astroneum do I have, though? 4. Okay. I do have more astroneum on tap, though. Because that sounds really freaking helpful. What else is there? My grav globe! I still need to go see if I can package up my grav globe from before. But a portable smelting furnace for 8 astroneum. Let's go. Let's go get core side on... oh, whoops. Let's go get core side for... I do believe on Novus we have plenty right there. So, let's head that way. Because I really want to see what that portable smelting furnace can do. That sounds so helpful. Wonder if we can use it to smelt items from base power or not. I mean, yeah, maybe it might be slower, but come on, it being so small would be amazing for quick missions like this. Especially when we find hematite and stuff on the go. So, let's start heading out. I'm not sure how much astroneum we have here, but I do know we have some near Novus's core. Because I do remember taking note of that explicitly, because it was right next to the node we went into. Actually, wasn't there some astroneum here too? Wasn't it down here I came from? Which one had the tethers? The top or the bottom? I think it was le bottom. Alright, let's hop over to here. Yeah, I see tethers. Alright. So let's head up here, because I think that might have been some astroneum up here. But if we can find that 8 astroneum, that might be a really, really nice upgrade to have. Of course, getting the grav globe back would also be real nice. Alright. Now, was there any astroneum here? Let's use that to hop off the grav. Where is it? There's some there, I think. That looks like Astroneum. Alright. Yep, that is Astroneum indeed. Alright. Let's start heading over there then. So I can start picking the walls clean. Alright. Now, I would like to turn these on. So I can start snagging all this. Wow, okay, that's snagging fast, actually. Alright. And this is how you get exo chips as well. Oh, whoops. Sorry there, buddy. I need to ask you to come with me, little guy. I'll just drop it down into the into the gravity hole. There it goes. Alright, and I'll just follow it down. Because it should reach the core, and then I just gotta grab it. Probably. I've already lost sight of it. Where'd it go? There it is. I think I see it right over here. No, that's the graphene. Where did the Astroneum go? Did I miss it? Did it fall into the core already? Some quartz here. I don't know where the heck that one went. I'll just call it lost to the wind for now. Because we've got enough. Let's head back and deposit everything. And then I do believe we should be just about prepped to head out for some good old ice time. Alright. Getting the smelting, the portable smelter, is definitely going to be an advancement. I wonder if it cooks stuff in your inventory. That might just be something I need to have around. Alright. At least means one less thing I need to go in and worry about for base building. So, hopefully we can find some hematite pretty soon as well on the whatchamacallit, on Glacia. Because I also need to go into Glacia and find the, what was it, Titanite. That's what it was. So I'm gonna probably grab the field shelter and just hold that in my inventory. But let's deposit all this. Take this, because I do need to actually make a landing pad. Drop a ceramic on there. Drop the clay back here. And get another few Astroneum. I think I grabbed enough to only need a few more. Yeah. There's one. And there's the last of it. So, please give me a portable smelting furnace. Goodbye. So that's currently doing that trade. Let's put that one there. Then I need an aluminum. How much aluminum do I have? 1. Laterite? 9. Okay. Grab a laterite. Alright. That is for wind turbines. Let's turn that one. Actually, yeah, we needed ceramic for the big turbines too. So let's put ceramic down, aluminum alloy. They're back. It's so cool. That could be very helpful in the next mission here. But let's get this started up. Landing pad crafting there. I need glass. Let's just say I don't want to use the base power here. How much quartz? There we go. Yeah, and it hardly takes up a slot. So I can just pop over to here and use the power from the generator. And my backpack. Wow, that drains power fast. But wow, is that super cool. Alright. You got the glass, and then I need tungsten. Was it aluminum alloy? It was one of the alloys. Aluminum. So I need copper, which I don't have. I know where to get some, though. Well, that's printing. I can go and do that. I'll leave the exo chip behind, because I don't want to lose it. Come on. Affix. Attach. There you go. Because there was some copper in some of the lower levels of the caves. Oh, jeez. But if I can make this and the landing pad, I've got a field shelter that I'm going to go in and stuff in my back pocket. And I am going to be golden to head out towards the ice planet Glacio. Is it Glacio or Glacia? I think it was Glacio. Although making some batteries would also be nice. At least until I can make the large ones when we land. So I think... No, Glacio doesn't have lithium, does it? So I could bring some lithium in a large printer and start making a big battery for there. That could work. There's some quartz back there. I know that there's some macrolite. I do believe that's what we need. Down here somewhere. There's another research thing I just realized over there. But right now I'm not too focused on the research stuff because I've got a bunch of research stuff going on Novus. Alright. But I do believe it was in the mushroom zone where I saw the macrolites. Yeah. Alright. Down we go. And we should be seeing shrooms soon. I'm going to slow down before I go flying off the edge and die to fall damage. Alright. Looking like we're going pretty smooth down here. Yeah, I do remember it was the mushroom cave that had some macrolite clusters in it. And then I was worried about going too far because there was hispanes down here. Alright. There's some macrolite clusters right there. I think I took care of the hispane that was over here. The pop coral that died. Oh, I mean. Go ahead and rectify this issue. Alright. Definitely a bunch there, yeah. Easy pickings. So now, I should be able to go on ahead and say, for it to deal with that, whilst I'm going down here. Because I could probably get to the core from here pretty easily, and then just, hop back up. Oh, it doesn't autofill. I guess that makes sense. That would be kind of OP. Oh. I guess it does autofill? I don't know. I'm just going to leave it to its own devices right now. I focus on not dying. Alright, there's some ammonium here. I wonder what happens if you end up, whatchamacallit. If you end up putting a hydrogen in this thing. Yeah, there you go. Let that thing go and eat up all the macrolite. Actually, I only need a couple, so maybe it's not the best to have it eat it all. At least put some into storage. So I'm going to turn that off and use it as a temporary inventory slot. I gotta admit, this thing was a really good investment. I might put it on the side of my gun just to have it, ready hand. And I can always see what it's doing when I have my digging gun out. I don't know if this will cause me fall damage. I should probably slow down. I'm fine. Alright. And away we go. Alright. So luckily we should be good enough to sail out to Galicio now. Because now that we have this, we can make aluminum alloy. Making aluminum alloy means that we can go on ahead and actually make our power source for out there on Galicio. And then of course we've got the field shelter for temporary passive power. I don't think we've got any zinc on hand for batteries, but that's fine. Batteries, while they are helpful, aren't necessary. But it might be nice to have. Maybe I should try to pick up some sapphirolite from... Oh. Yeah, I guess I didn't take the car, did I, huh? Well, long walk for me then, I guess. Editor me cut till I get home. Again, I have returned. I'm back. This took forever and a day. But in doing so, I've also decided that we should probably actually go and get some sapphirolite. Alright, aluminum alloy. Put the copper on. Thank you for already loading up. That one just needs some aluminum, so let's pop these off over here. Put down that. Because I'm definitely going to be keeping this. Also, can I? I can set it down. Oh, that is so nice. That is such a helpful little thing. Oh yeah, that's right, I can just smelt it, huh? Having that just be a feature is so fun. But let's head down here and mine up at least a little bit of sapphirolite, so I can make a battery to bring along. That is compound. Where was the sapphirolite that I found? So I know I found like a big chunk of it not too far from here. There. Sapphirolite in the roof. Alright, so let's see. How do I get this? Can I just dig it? I think I can. Most of it, yeah. I just really need one piece of sapphirolite to be able to make a battery. But apparently the game doesn't even want to give me that. Oh well. There we go, I got a sapphirolite piece. I'm already smelting it, huh? Oh, crap. Okay, I was worried I fell into a hole there. Look where I'm going a little more, huh? Alright. So that'll make 2 zinc. We've already got the lithium. So I can go on ahead and make a big battery to bring along with. Or at least the materials to bring along a big battery. Because since we're relying on wind power, I'm not sure how stable it's going to be. But either way, we've got our landing pad at the ready. We've got the materials to make our, whatchamacallit, our wind turbine. This gets shoved into there. These, I'll put a zinc. This is zinc, right? Why is my thing not working? Okay, I do believe these 2 are zinc. In such, I will be keeping 1 and putting 1 elsewhere for storage. We don't have storage, do we? I'll just put it here. Alright, that is done. I don't know why these 2 in particular don't want to show me what they are, but we'll start up on that. We've got compound for tethers. We've got our portable furnace, which I'm going to turn off. And I'm going to put on my... and it counts as an extra item slot. That is so awesome. Okay. I think this is probably one of the best investments I've made for this game. So let's grab 2 lithium so I can make a battery. We have how many launches left? We've got 18 launches left. That is well enough to make it from here to Glacio. So let's pop the field shelter off, pop this off and close. So, we're going to make it to Glacio. I'm going to try to find a good spot to land. Well, I'm probably going to do all this actually next episode because I've realized that I've been recording for nearly 30 minutes just about. I'm getting these last few preparation bits. I think we're good. We've got our field shelter, we've got power, we've got power saving, we've got tethers, we've got landing pad. I've got my new portable furnace. I'm going to turn these 2 off. My new portable furnace, which I can use to turn hematite to iron to make the atmospheric condenser while we're there. I guess the main question is, do I want to bring any of these small turbines that are just kind of here? I'll take one. Just to have a small power generator while we're there. Alright. I guess I'm going to go there and land, and then we'll continue from there next episode. So, it's time to head off to Glacio. I need to remember we've got a lot of launches still left. So let's right click to maneuver. Where is Glacio? There. The tundra planet Glacio. Wow, it's far out. Hello there. Alright. There seems like a pretty straight shot from here to the prism. So, let's land. Ooh. I forgot just how crazy this planet looks. So I've been here before in previous iterations. Previous life. But, yeah, I guess as of right now, this is going to be the end of this episode. So I hope you all have enjoyed. And yeah, hope to see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.